Bias tape is a sewing essential for quilting, home decor, and garment construction. It can be used as a decorative element or as an edge or seam finish. You can customize your own bias tape with the Deluxe Bias Tape and Piping Machine from Simplicity. With the help of this machine, you can quickly and easily press 12 feet of single-fold tape, quilt binding, or piping in about a minute in a variety of sizes using the interchangeable tips. This machine comes with a 1-inch single-fold bias tape making tip and a 4 32" piping tip. To get started, you will need to cut bias strips of fabric twice the size of the finished tape. You can do this with a cutting mat, rotary cutter, and a ruler. The bias is the cross of the 2 grains of fabric at a 45-degree angle and has the greatest stretch. This is where you want to cut your bias strips. If you are cutting many fabric strips, you might want to use the Simplicity rotary cutter to make the task a little easier. Once you have your bias strips cut, you will need to sew them together by matching the right sides at a 45-degree angle, leaving little triangles as you match up the strips. Audition your match by unfolding the strips to make sure they form a long line. Then sew the edges with a 1/4 inch seam allowance and press your seams open. A little spray starch on the end of the strip will help it slide into the bias tip a little easier. Wind your 2-inch fabric strip onto the spindle. Using the adjustable guide bar to smoothly guide your fabric to the tip of the machine, where it is folded by the 1-inch bias making tip and then pressed by the built-in iron with removable cover. The machine comes with an on-off switch that controls the iron, an adjustable iron dial that sets the temperature of the iron with a green ready light that indicates when the iron is hot. There is a reset button. For safety purposes, the iron will turn off after 10 minutes of inactive use and will need to be restarted. The run button starts and stops the rollers. To get started, insert the power cord into the machine and plug it into a wall outlet. First, wind the 2-inch strip around the spindle, being careful to roll the fabric evenly. Then place the roller back into the holders and drape the fabric over the adjustable guide bar. Remove the tip and thread the fabric through the tip opening. You can use the tip inserting tool if needed. Pull your fabric through the tip. Notice how the fabric is already folding? Pull the bias fabric across the iron plate and over the roller. Then replace the iron cover by sliding it away from the tip to lock it into place. Turn the machine on, set the iron temperature dial, and wait for the green ready light to indicate that the iron is heated. Press the run button once to start the rollers. Once all of your bias tape is made, stop the rollers by pressing the run button once and turn the iron off. The bias tips are interchangeable, so you can choose a tip size that matches your project. To make piping, assemble the parts to stand the spindle up straight on the side of the machine. Then thread cording and adhesive through the stand. Insert your bias tape, cording and adhesive through the piping tip and over the iron and rollers. Replace the iron cover and press the start button. You can make custom piping to match any project in a variety of sizes. Visit your local fabric or craft store or simplicity.com to purchase the Deluxe Bias Tape and Piping Machine. Also, please subscribe to our Simplicity YouTube channel and get notices when we add new videos.